This next move is called the high C. We'll show you once and then break it down. So, for this move, what we're going to do is we're going to start by bringing our partner into a cuddle. Gentlemen, your right hand's already going to be on her hip. Just let go of that hand and bring your hand down to her hip. Now, guys, don't be scared here. There is this little handhold right here on the girl's hips. Use it. Don't be scared to actually put your hand on her hip. I see a lot of guys where they're like really scared and they'll like just barely put their hand there, or they'll bring their hand down a little too low or a little too high. Use that and hold on, okay? Now, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna bend over, guys. And it's really important here that we take our shoulder and it's gotta rest right here, okay? So it's like right below the belt loops, right on her butt. Now, the reason for that is when we go up, we wanna make sure that her hip ends up on our shoulder. If her lower back ends up on her shoulder, what it's gonna do is it's gonna make it really difficult for her to stay up. She won't be able to balance, and it'll arch her back a lot more than it needs to go.
And it can be rather painful.
So from here, I bring my shoulder down. Now, from here, she's gonna bring her left leg up. We're gonna turn here so you guys can see this. She's gonna bring her left leg up. I'm gonna grab the ankle right here. And I also make sure that I bring her hip in as close to my neck as possible right here. This will help me get her balanced and support her full body weight. So from here, gentlemen, to lead this move, you need to squat down just a little bit so the girl knows you're about to jump. And then when you're ready, go up, jump up. Now, if you're on the hip, you should be able to let go with both hands. She'll be balanced. Now, ladies, this leg, you want to make sure it's going straight up, whether it's bent like this or straight up into the air. It just needs to be directly above the body. If it leans over to either side, what it's going to do is it's going to throw your balance off. You're going to start to fall. So avoid that. Now, gentlemen, from here, what we're going to do is we're going to take our left hand, bring it up to the left knee, and bring our girl forward. As we do that, we wrap our hand all the way around her abdomen to the opposite hip. She's going to step right between the legs. Now, right here, you may have noticed that Aspen bends her knees as she goes into this move. If you don't do that, your foot's going to hit the floor and it's going to be really painful, ladies. So from here, gentlemen, you're going to rest the weight on your left leg. And to finish this move out, you're going to bring your hips up, forward, pull her up, take your left arm around her leg, step around a circle, and slowly set her down. Now, ladies, in order for that to work, your left leg has to be straight down. And then from here, let go of that leg, spin her out, and you've completed the move.
Tips for my ladies on this one, because you do have quite a bit of control on this one when you're up on his shoulder. When you are prepping, he grabs your shoelace. Don't be afraid to use this leg as like a balance. I push against it. So when Manny and I go up, I push against that leg because of the laces in order to keep my hips on his shoulder. And at that point, then I can balance and decide what to do with this leg. But again, it is completely straight on my hips as well as centered on his shoulder.
Now, gentlemen and ladies, it's really important for this left leg to be pushing against the guy's hand because that's where he controls your directional weight. So basically that means he's controlling your balance from there. If you don't give him pressure there, he can adjust you. And if you're off balance, it's gonna not work, you're gonna fall. So put that pressure against his hand. It should feel like somebody's pushing out against the leg. And ladies, it should feel like somebody's holding your leg back. And from there, you either push up to tilt her back or pull down to bring her forward and just adjust to wherever you need for balance.
And again, any lift, ladies, make sure your movements are slow and steady, because if you launch yourself backwards, you're more than likely going to slide off of his shoulder and you're aiming right for the floor. So again, when you start to adjust, make sure it's slow because he's also adjusting your balance at the same time.
And guys, anytime you lift the girl up off the floor, she is 100% your responsibility until you get her back down onto the floor. And that doesn't mean drop her on the floor. That means you set her down gently so that she doesn't hurt her body.